Hey guys, happy Tuesday. Hope you guys are having a great day. Thanks so much for clicking on this video. I'm so excited that you guys came to Glam, do some glam with me. We're going to let some people hop on. If you are watching this video on replay, which most likely if you're watching this portion, you are watching the replay, so go ahead and comment replay down below in the comments. And then if you could share this video by hitting that button in the bottom left hand corner, then comment shared once you do that. First things first, let's get that out of the way, and then we're going to start some makeup. So let's let some people hop on. I have already primed my skin with the hydrating face primer, so letting that sit for a few moments. We're going to let some people hop on before we start. I want to go over a few things with you guys today that's going to be happening in the unique world here soon. So let's let some people join before I go over that. Also, I don't know why my hats always look so huge on camera. Like they're really not that big in person. But I got this one on sale at Walmart for $5. I was really excited because I love these kind of hats. It's almost like a felt hat, but it's got like a really nice feel to it. They had a black one like this one as well, but I already have a black one. But I paid more than $5 for that black one, so I wish I would have found these sooner. Because $5 is a good deal. But I had to grab this one because I didn't have a tan one this size. I keep spilling my Zeal on my shirt. See that? It comes off of the lid when I drink it. Oh well, I'm going to try to get this down before we get started. And let some people hop on. I think we're going to use the stick foundations today for our Hi Christian. For our foundation, our highlight, and our contour, we're going to use the stick foundations. These are super good. I have been using the spray foundation like crazy, so I'm trying to like go back and forth. I need to order a new liquid foundation, and I've got this much left of my pressed powder. I need to order another one of those. This is so good. The best pressed powder. Actually, it's the only pressed powder I've ever used. I've never been a fan of powder foundations on my skin, but this one is full coverage. And it's amazing. Like, it looks so good on the skin. Cannot believe the coverage that comes from it. So I need to order another one of those. I do have one coming in the mail, but it's a lighter shade for setting my under eyes, all the highlight areas. So I need to order another one in my foundation shade. But we're going to go in with the stick foundation. I'm going to use the shade Taffeta for the foundation. And we're just going to go through and apply a little bit here and there. And then we'll blend it out. Blend her out. My face is having a little bit of a meltdown, I think. I think I'm having some stress breakouts. We're going to try to use the blending sponge today. See how this goes. I also have a new bronzer coming in the mail, but my shade of bronzer is sold out right now, so I'm hoping Hermosa will work for my skin tone. I'm really, really hoping. Also, I cannot wait till summer gets here, at least spring, till it starts getting warmer out, because this shade is really like my going into summer shade. I didn't want to go lighter just because I feel like we're getting too close to warmer weather. This is going to be my shade anyway, so I've been kind of holding out. I'm just like mixing it with a lighter shade. But it's alright. Once I go in and highlight, and I blend, my hat is going to fall off if I look up too high. But once I highlight and stuff, everything just blends nicely. So it's not like it's too dark for me. But it looks really good in the summer. It's so weird. I've gone as dark as the shade Satin before. I don't think I should be that shade. So I'm probably getting too much sun if I go as far as Satin. But I did. I think last summer I was Satin. And also I tried to round brush my hair this morning and I cannot get the hang of it for nothing. Because I feel like I got that that hair tool, that Revlon volumizer tool, but since I got my hair cut shorter and got layers put in it, it might be a little bit bulky for the length of my hair now until it grows back out a little bit, but I don't really want to grow it back out because I like this length. So I don't know. I was trying to get the hang of round brushing down. So I picked up this Conair round brush at Walmart thinking I could just get the hang of it. No. Like I got frustrated while doing it. What did I do with that? I'm going to put a little bit more for a little bit more coverage. Because the stick is buildable. If you need a little bit more anywhere, just go in and add a little bit more. You can also go in with your kabuki brush and blend it in better. I really like how it all lays together when I use the stick for my foundation, highlight, and contour. I just like how it all like lays. Okay, so I'm just making sure it's all blended. Also, I need you guys to decide which addiction palette we should use today. The addiction palettes are going to be soon phasing out. Unique's going to be going a new route with our addiction palettes. So that's super exciting. I think it's going to be a wise choice on their behalf. So I'm excited to share that with you guys. So if you guys want to grab an addiction palette, there's one that you've been eyeballing, you've been wanting to try, now's the time to get it. Not only because they're going to be phasing out, palettes 1 through 7 will be phasing out once the stock runs out. I think they're going to be gone. So if you want to grab one, if one's your favorite, you want to stock up and grab another one, then you might want to get it now, not only because they're phasing out, but because they're on sale in the March kudos this month. So if you want to grab one while you can, hi Renee, then I highly, highly suggest doing so. But Unique is currently working on a palette number 8. So I'm so excited to see what shades are going to be in it. All right, so now we're going back in with the stick, but with the shade Scarlet. And we're going to highlight with this shade. But I thought that was exciting because I do think, like, look at this, guys. And I'm even missing 2 of the palettes right now. Like, that can be a, whoo, oh, I almost dropped it on the floor. That can get to be like a bit much sometimes. So they're going to start like focusing on bringing out palettes like ever so often, that colors that are really in and trending, and that I guess that people are just loving. And it's going to help, I believe. So I'm excited. Now we're just going back in with our sponge and we're blending that in, blending our highlight in. Brightening up the face. Blend the under eyes. You're nice and gentle when you're working around the eyes. They're very delicate and sensitive. That skin that's around the eyes, you got to be really gentle with. I hope my comments are working today, y'all. I was really hoping somebody would get on and throw out some suggestions for which palette we should use today. Because I'm just not sure. I think pretty much any of them would go with what I'm wearing. But I'm not really going out anywhere, so I guess that doesn't matter. But I need some chatters. Let's get some chatters on here. I'm going to invite a few of my friends. It gets really awkward when there's nobody chatting with us on live videos. I don't know if you guys have ever done a live video before, but yeah, it's hard when there's like nobody talking. So I really should take the time to like invite people before I hop on, you know, but you know, I sometimes forget. Let's just get a few invited. Okay. Oh, ow. Hit my elbow. I know it's that time of day though. People might be busy. So if you only can catch the replay, that's totally fine. All right, so now that we've got our highlight done, we've got our foundation done, our highlight, we're going to go in with a darker shade of the stick foundation. We're going to use a little bit of that to contour with. So I'm going to use the shade Chanel. I'm just going to add a little bit in the areas that I would typically, like I usually use my bronzer to highlight, to contour with, but we're going to use this stick today. It's fun to like change it up every now and then. I'm going to use this small brush here. If I can get it cleaned off. I don't want to add too much onto the side of the nose, and I don't want to have like a dirty looking nose. So I'm just going to use this little brush here and use it to add it down the sides. Like that. Also, I need to learn to get a mirror and put it in front of me. Add a little bit here under the bottom lip. That's going to give the appearance of fuller lips. So I know that looks crazy right now, but it's okay. It's okay. Once we blend it all in, we'll be good. Jawline, we need to slim that jaw down. Hi, Emma. Good afternoon. Bring it right under this chin. Slim the chin. Okay, so we're going to go back in with our sponge and blend. Okay, we're just going to press that in. You're going to see those cheekbones are going to start to pop out. And the stick foundation blends like really nicely because it is cream based. Y'all, I have to be careful now because of that blonde in my hair. I have to be careful not to get the makeup in my hair. Oh, like right there. I need to pull that back. Emma, if you could say hello, let me know that the comments are working. That would be fantastic. People will just keep popping in and out. Just say hello, y'all. I just need somebody to chat with. Also, I need someone to give me a suggestion which eyeshadow palette we should use today. I've got palettes, Addiction palettes 3 through 7. Toss out your suggestions. I love when you guys give me suggestions or ideas or, you know, looks you want to see. I love that. Because I'm all about helping you guys learn to do things that interest you guys, like looks that interest you. And I don't know what your taste is unless you all tell me. So if you ever have something that you want me to do on a live or a look that you want me to try, just message me. Give me ideas. Cannot forget to blend out the nose contour. I've done that before. Actually it was my jawline. I've gone out, like gotten ready. I must have been like in a hurry or something that day. But I like got in the car and like looked in the mirror and I had this like really dark line around my jaw. I was like, oh no. Forgot to blend out that contour. It's not a good look. Okay, I don't know what's going on with this part right here, so let's fix this. Little baby hairs going in the direction that they should not be going. Okay, I think that's better. Okay, so now we are going to go through. Now this is why I can't wait to get my lighter shade in the pressed powder. Let me give you guys a wave real quick. Maybe you guys will talk to me if I wave to you. I think that'll work. But I can't wait to get the lighter shade of the powder because then I can use that to set my highlight. Oh, I just made a mess with that. So I'm just going to go through with some setting powder and just set it all. Just set it all. Because this powder is getting low. Like I could use my taffeta pressed powder for my face to set my foundation, but I don't really want to add that shade under my eyes because it kind of defeats the purpose of like highlighting and brightening up those certain areas. So that's why I wanted to get a lighter shade in the, and I love the pressed powder foundation. Like I said earlier, if you guys haven't tried it, you really need to, because it's a great, like, even if you're beginning, you're just like a beginner in makeup, it's a great foundation for beginners. Or if you're like a mom on the go, or even like a college student that don't get much time to do makeup, but you just want something that's going to give you some coverage and like even out your skin tone and stuff. It's so good. Like seriously, it covers so much. It's excellent. Okay, so our highlight contour is done. Face is set. Now we're going to add some blush onto the cheeks. I'm going to use our pressed. We're going to use Supple because it's sitting here, so why not? And because it's my favorite shade anyway. So we're just going to add that right above that contour and onto the apples of the cheeks and blend. So I saw someone starting their blush like up here, like by the temples, and then bringing it down and blending. It's like, huh, that's interesting, because I always start on the apples of my cheek. So I'm like, I'll give that a try. And it's fun to like try different techniques. Kind of get out of the usual. Okay, once you add that, blend it in, go back over with a fluffy brush just to blend out the edges. Okay, don't leave any of your products looking harsh. Just make sure you're blending really well. It's gonna make all the difference. You want it to look natural and not like super harsh. Just like that. Okay, setting spray. Behold setting spray. Now we're locking it all in place. My hair is sticking to my hat. So why don't we take that off until we finish the makeup look? And then we'll put it back on. Now I've got hat hair. Yeah, that round brushing did just not turn out for me. Also, I think when you round brush, you need to have one of those ends, like pieces that go on your blow dryer. You know what I'm talking about? Like has like the flat. I don't know. I think that's what you need. I don't have one of those for mine. My blow dryer didn't come with like extra pieces, so maybe that's my problem. Maybe I need one of those. Which I didn't pay attention to anyone else that I've seen round brush if that's what they do. I don't know, so I'm gonna look into that. Because with this hairstyle, I just feel like it's necessary for me to learn how to do it. Okay, look at that. Face is done. Face is done. So let's fill in the brows. I still don't know which eyeshadows we're using. I still don't know, but I am going to use one of them to do my brows. I'm just going to open palette number 4 since it's sitting here. And I'm going to use that to fill my brows in. Guys, I'm really surprised that, not like I get a ton of people joining anyway, but normally I have more people joining. So what's going on? What is happening? I don't know what's happening. Oh, I was going to pin my website for you guys too. Something else I always forget to do. Whoops. And for some reason, this never works. This is why it always makes me mess up my lighting, because I'll press the comment to pin it and it won't work. And then it just changes my lighting. But I think I did it today. So we're just filling in the brows with palette number 4. Just using the brown shadow shades. So if you guys were joining me and commenting and I'm not seeing them, Facebook's just not showing them to me today. Facebook gets moody sometimes and likes to do that to us. Don't know why. Yeah, guys, the Kudos bundle, you can get an addiction palette on sale with a mascara. So any of our mascaras, any addiction palette, and any eyeliner. 20% discount on those 3 products, which is super good. But then if you want to boost your Kudos, you can throw in an eye primer. for also a good deal. So it's a really great little eye bundle this month. Because the addiction palettes alone are almost $50. And there's so many pretty palettes to choose from. I feel like you can't go wrong with any of them. The only one I have not tried is palette number 2. And I had palette number 1, but don't know where it went to. Have no idea. No clue. When we moved, it just disappeared. And it was like one of my favorites. So that's that. But thank goodness I have some pressed shadow shades that are pretty similar to the shades in palette number 1. So I can still get the look that palette number 1 gave me if I want. Okay, I saw somebody throwing up a like, but nobody's commenting. All right, brows are done. So we matched the brows to the roots of my hair. I feel like that is the best way to go when trying to figure out your brow shade. They're not perfect, but that's okay. I'm not perfect. So let's do some eyeshadows. I have not done palette 5 this month yet. So I don't know. Should we do palette number 5? That is our unicorn palette. Oh, it can look intimidating, but you can get gorgeous eye looks with it. So let's just do it. Let's just do it. So we're going to get a blending brush. I am going to put my hat back on now that our face is done, because my hair looks crazy on top. So the hat helps. It's one reason why I love hats. You can be having a super bad hair day, just throw on a hat, you're good to go. Curl the ends of your hair, straighten the ends of your hair, throw on a hat, you're good to go. All right. Let me take a drink of my Zeo real fast. I need to chug the rest of it. Hold on, let me see if I can chug it. Oh, almost. The little shaker ball thing is in the way. It's not coming out. Hold on. Hold on, let's take it. Didn't mean to do that. Let's take this little guy out. He's messing it up. Whew. Okay. There we go. I like to get every last drop, because sometimes that last drink, that last sip, has like the vitamins and minerals that didn't get mixed up. So I like to get it to the last drop. All right, palette number 5. We're going to start with our blending brush. And we're going to start in the shade, oh boy, I could use somebody on here right now. I don't know if we want to do purples, pinks, oranges. I need to clean this palette off. Plus, my chair is squeaking really bad. Okay, let's see. Excuse me. Let's just start with the orangey shade. Right smack dab in the middle, called Vintage. So I'm going to load up my brush with that color and then just tap it off. We're going to start with that in the crease. Now see, these colors look super, super shimmery when you first look at them, but they really don't go on that shimmery. So that's why I can get by with using this as a transition. So I feel like it's not overly like metallic. Because I don't usually recommend a shimmer or metallic in the crease. Usually just save that for like the lid. But I feel like some of these colors we can get by with in the crease. You guys are going to see. It might look crazy and intimidating, but watch these colors. You might just fall in love with it and want to grab one for yourself. And when it comes to palette number 5, I like to really load my brush up because sometimes it's hard to get the color payoff. Unless you're wearing a good eye primer. Eye primer is going to really help the colors to be bolder and brighter, but if you're expecting them to be super bold, just like palette number 7, the rainbow palette, I feel like the colors are a little bit muted unless you use a good eye primer or if you like really load your brush up. So I like to really load my brush up, but then make sure to tap it off so that none of the excess like falls down on your face, because you don't want that. Okay, so now that we got that color on there, we're going to just work on blending it in and making sure it's fully blended. We're just going to go back and forth, windshield wiper motions. Okay, until it's fully blended. I might make me an iced coffee when I hop off. My husband picked me up some Starbucks mocha iced coffees, which are my favorite. If I'm buying them like in the store, the mocha ones are my favorite. But I've got a few new ones when I go actually like to Starbucks. Okay, so see how we brought that up a little bit too far? I'm going to take this flat brush and I'm going to go in with my highlight shade, which is always usually Optimistic Pressed Shadow. And I'm just going to highlight my brow bone and kind of clean up that transition line where we brought that color up a little too high. That's just going to tone it down a little bit. Bring it back down. So if you get a little too carried away and bring it up too close to the brow, just get you a good transition color. And that'll kind of clean everything up. See that? Helps a whole lot. And just make sure it's blended in. Okay, so now should we do, I'm like asking you guys and there's nobody on here. I'm wondering if we should do purples or who's on here? Say hello. Give me some help, suggestions. Purple or the red or the pink. We did that orangey color vintage palette number 5 in the crease. We could do, I don't really want to do gold or silver. I'm thinking purple or pink or the red. Let's do the red. We're going to go in with Sarcastic. It's kind of like a red pink, but I really want that color to come through. So I'm going to use my cream shadow brush and we're going to wet it. And that's going to help that color to really be vibrant and bold by wetting the brush and by using a dense flat brush. It's really going to help the color to stand out and pop, which is what we want. Oh, yes. This color looks really good against that orange. Really pretty. And I think we're going to have to use some liquid liner. for this look. That is really, really pretty. So wait till you see it in person, because sometimes on the live videos, I don't know, some girls' pictures are super clear and according to what lighting they're using, but my lighting's not ever like really the greatest. So I think the colors show up so much better once I post the pictures of the looks. And it really, like, you can really see the awesomeness of the colors. But what's funny is I'll watch the replay, I'll play it back, and I'm like, oh, that looks completely different than when I was looking in the screen. So sometimes it's just a matter of what it looks like to me, and it might look better for you guys. So I don't know. Sorry, y'all. My mom is calling me. My mama is calling me. So if it cuts out again, that might be why. If it cuts out again, I might answer her real quick and then hop back on. It'll freeze for a moment, especially if you're catching the replay. It's like no big deal. It just literally freezes for a second. Okay, so I want to take that blending brush back through the crease to kind of blend those colors nicely together. This is really, really pretty in person. Clean that excess off. Okay, and then we're going to run some of that orangey color first under the bottom lash line. So we're going to go into Vintage and run that under the bottom lash line, and then we'll do that lid color. This is really pretty. Really is. Don't be afraid to try looks that you wouldn't typically try. You never know what'll look nice on you. What might really like accentuate your natural features, the color of your eyes. You just never know unless you try. All right, so I'm thinking I want to take some of that purple into the outer corner because I feel like we need a little bit of depth in the outer corner. So I'm just going to bring in the color Fearless into the outer corner a little bit. We'll see if we can get some depth over here. Just a little bit. Even if it's like the tiniest bit, that really makes a big difference. Just tapping it right into that outer V. Yeah, that made a big difference. Again, I can't see it that well on camera, but in the mirror I can definitely tell. Okay, and then I'm going to bring it also into the outer corner underneath the bottom lash line, just in the very, very outer corner. Not very much. Tap that brush off though. Okay, I really like that. I do, I think that turned out pretty. Okay, so now let's go in with some liquid liner. I do have my mascara. I'm using the 4D fiber mascara today. So I have that warming up. So where is my liquid liner? Where is it? I thought I had it laying out. It is so incredibly quiet on here today. I cannot believe it. There's my pen. I'm going to use the pen. Now, in your Kudos bundle, you can choose between the pencils, the eyeliner pencils, or the Dip and Draw liquid liner, which will look like this. Tons of different shades to choose from, so whatever you like, you can choose. This pen was exclusive in our Black Friday bundles, so it's not available right now. Hopefully in the future it will be, because I really like it. I find it works really well. I love the black shade. Super dark, which I like. Really easy to use. So, hopefully they bring this one back out to our permanent line. Fingers crossed. It's a goodie. Okay. Yes, I love this look. Guys, palette number 5. It just does not get enough. Doesn't get enough love. I need to pull it out more often. But I would recommend using an eye primer though, because I do think the colors would stand out a lot more and last longer on the eyes. Now with our pressed shadows, our pressed shadows and Addiction palette number 6 are infused with an eye primer. So you definitely don't have to wear an eye primer with those unless you have super, super oily lids. If your lids are oily, mine are not, so that's why I can usually get away without using an eye primer. But with the Addiction palettes, with them not being pressed and they're more of like a powder consistency, the eye primer goes really well with them. That is my recommendation. Okay. I think we are good to go. Now we just need some lashes. Lashes and lips. So let that dry before you go looking up, because you don't want it to like stamp your lid and get on your lid and mess your eye makeup up. So just kind of look down for a couple minutes. I mean, it doesn't have to even be a minute, maybe just 30 seconds or so. Fan it, let it dry. Okay, but look at that. That's palette number 5. Hold on. I do see something I need to do. I brought this side up a little bit higher than this side. Okay, there we go. Okay, so, should we go ahead and throw on our lip? I think I'm going to do Splash Liquid Lipstick in Sentimental today. I think that's what I want to do. Throw on a lip liner. And what's nice, in your Kudos bundle this month, you can get a eyeliner pencil. The shade Prim is like a light to medium brown. It can be used as a lip liner, it can be used as an eyeliner, and it can also be used to fill in your brows. So that's a great option I think that people are choosing for their Kudos bundle when choosing their product shades. because it can be used for multiple uses. Okay, so now we're going to go in with Sentimental Splash Liquid Lipstick. And I'm just kind of cleaning the excess off of my brush because a lot comes out on the wand. Just push the excess back down in. Save it for another day because you don't need a whole lot. I remember when Sentimental first came out, people went crazy over this lip shade. This is a lip color that looks good on like everybody. It really does. Okay, so we're gonna let the lips dry. Okay, give that a few moments. If you wanted to lighten it up a little bit, add a little bit of dimension, just take a little bit of a concealer, a lighter shade concealer, and pop it in the middle of your lips, blend it in, then that gives you like a little bit dimension on your lips. For an ombre lippy, I love doing that actually. All right, so now we're going to do some lashes, finish it up with some lashes. 4D mascara also comes in the Kudos bundle on sale this month only. So if you want the Epic mascara, which is our regular mascara, it's a bomb mascara. It comes in black, brown, or black waterproof. It's a great mascara, or if you want the fiber mascara, only comes in black. You can choose whichever one you want. So we are going to go in and apply this to the base of our lashes. That's how I apply my 4D. I start in the base, build up the base first, and then we wiggle it to the tips. But try not to bump your eyelid like I just did. Slow down a little bit. Take your time on your lashes. I'm telling you what, just by warming that mascara up before applying it, it makes it go on so much smoother. And by warming it up, what I mean, like you can literally just like sit on it or put it under your arm, or you can even like stick it down into a low like cup of warm water. Just make sure no water gets in the tube, the mascara tube. But I'm telling you, it just kind of like loosens up all the product inside the tube, melts it all together, and makes it apply so nice. If you've never tried that, I recommend giving that a try. Especially if you find that your mascara likes to go on like clumpy, I recommend trying that. I'm going to let that little mark dry before I go in and try to get it off because I'm going to end up smearing it all over my eyeball. And I don't want to mess this eye look up. So, now we're going to do this side while the other side dries. Same thing, wiggle in the base. So by wiggling it in the base, that makes your lash line look so much thicker. So it's going to make your lashes look fuller. What I love about it is it kind of makes it look like you tight lined, and I am not good at tight lining at all. I poke my eyeball every time. Not good at doing it, so that's why I like the 4D. I like to wiggle that wand in the base. Kind of makes it look like I tight lined. And my hair keeps getting in the way. Okay, and then you can kind of like turn your wand, twirl it through the ends. I can really tell with my lashes when I haven't been using my lash serum faithfully. I can so tell. That's how I know that stuff works, because I can tell such a difference in my lashes when I'm using it. I mean, it's crazy. A lash serum that's only 24 bucks that really gives great results. Okay, so I'm just kind of like bringing that through the tips. When you start pulling it through the tips, you'll really see those fibers like attaching and adding length. I like to just take my time pulling it through. So pretty. I love the 40. Love it. Okay, so let's see if this is dry. Okay. There we go. If you need to separate your lashes a little bit, get you a lash comb. That is a nifty little tool for your lashes. Okay, so let's add it onto the bottom and our look will be done, except we need a little bit of highlighter. A little bit of highlighter on the face, luminizer. Did you guys take advantage of that 30% off sale over the weekend? I hope you guys did. There is a blonde little lash in there, sticking out. So weird because my roots are dark. But that is a blonde lash. Okay, there we have it. So the look is done. We're just going to add a little bit of luminizer on and then we'll be finished. I like to take my sponge back over everything. Okay, let's use our little fan brush and then of course Optimistic Pressed Shadow, which I just had it out and I used it. There it is. For my brows, my brow bone. I like to finish off with my luminizer. Sometimes I do it at the end, and then sometimes I'll do it right after I do my setting spray on the face. It all depends. Like once I spray my setting spray and then let it sit for just like 5-10 seconds, then go in and add this luminizer. It kind of helps to make it pop if you want a really bright highlight. It's where the face is like still the tiniest bit damp, but not super damp. Oh, Optimistic's amazing. All right, guys, that is it. That's the look for today. Palette number 5. Grab it while it's on sale before it goes bye-bye. Okay, palette number 5. I was going to open it back up. Here it is. Let me know if you guys have any questions at all. Make sure you share this video for me. Even if you guys can't purchase anything, just by sharing or commenting, ask questions, all of those things helps tremendously. Because I don't know if you guys know this, but Facebook has like this algorithm to where people don't see your stuff unless people are commenting on it, showing interest. Facebook won't show it to people. So sometimes it can feel like we're doing it all for nothing. So it really does help when you guys share and comment, kind of like interact. Even if you can't make a purchase at the moment, that's totally fine. Even if you just have questions about anything, that always helps. Okay, so I hope you guys have a great day. Thanks so much for watching today. Let me know if I can help you with anything. My name is Kayla. If you don't know me, you can reach out to me, introduce yourself. I would love to get to know you and share these products with you. They are incredible. They're amazing. And I hope you guys have a great Tuesday. My daughter's birthday is tomorrow. I'm going to try to hop on maybe in the morning if I'm able to. I'm not sure what time yet. So I'm going to she took her off day for school today instead of tomorrow. So technically she's supposed to do schoolwork tomorrow. But I'll probably be spending the majority of the day with her, celebrating her birthday. And I don't know, guys, she don't like the girly stuff like I like anymore. Like she used to. Like we used to do like pedicures and manicures and like facials together when she was littler. But the older she's getting, she don't like this stuff anymore. So makes me sad. But I don't know. I might have to play a game with her or something. I don't know. I hope you guys have a great day. Make sure you guys give her a happy birthday wish. If you want to do it on my wall, I'll show them all to her. I'm sure I'll be making a post about her in the morning, sharing some old pictures of her, embarrassing her, you know what moms do. Have a great Tuesday, everyone, and I will chat with you guys later. Bye, everyone.